evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Chelsea Community Cable Television. Ricky Velez, Technical Director behind the camera. I'm Carrie Schumann. We're here on behalf of CCTV and Paula Bradley Batchelor, the Executive Director. Thank you for allowing us to cover this great event. And here is the man of the hour, my senator, your senator, Sal DiDomenico. We're at his annual St. Patrick's Day celebration. 7 years.
7 years running. Yeah, this is a great event. We started a little while ago to give back to the community in a big way. So this is actually the DiDomenico Foundation is the host of this event. Yep. I am the person that goes up there and tries to keep everybody in line. We have a good night. We have a lot of elected officials coming. We have a lot of folks. We have Monty Walsh coming. We have the Treasurer coming, the Attorney General. Senate President's coming as well. We have Lydia Edwards coming. We have Danny Ryan coming from and we have all hopefully we'll have a great night tonight. When elected officials try to tell jokes, sometimes it's good and bad, right?
Yes, so the DiDomenico Foundation, tell me about that, Senator.
Sure. We started about 7 years ago. We wanted to give back to children in particular. So we do scholarships for high school seniors, and around the holiday time we do toys. So this year we spent about $20,000 on toys for a toy drive.
Okay, so your wife is here to support you?
My wife is the president of the foundation.
Oh, very good.
So she is the president of the foundation, and she keeps us all in line. But it's been a great journey along the way because we have a lot of support. We have a lot of friends who are on our board, a lot of people who help us out with this event. We can't do it alone. We have a group of 20, 30 people behind us who always help us out, making sure that we have this event, buy the toys, get the toys out to the shelters and all the kids that need it the most. So it's really a group effort.
Okay, I hear some Irish music in the background, which we love. Yes. And corned beef is on the menu.
We have corned beef, and we also have, we have Steve Sweeney coming, the comedian, and we have members of the Platters, the international group, the Platters, and they'll be singing "The Great Pretender" tonight, and they'll be also doing a tribute to our military forces as well.
Okay, I understand it's going to be a sellout crowd.
Sellout crowd. We have bagpipers. We have, we have Devry, which is one of the best Irish bands in the state. And people are starting to come in now, so this will be this is the official kickoff of the St. Patrick's Day season in Greater Boston.
How do you like your constituents in Everett, Chelsea, Cambridge? They come out for you.
They do. Everett, Chelsea, Charlestown, Alston, Brighton, Cambridge. I got to say them all.
Yes.
And the West End of Boston too. So I'm very, very fortunate to represent this community and be their state senator. So it's really the honor of my life to do that. So I thank everybody for the support always.
Okay, speaking on behalf of Chelsea residents, my senator's doing a great job, and you have our continued support in the city. You've done a great job. Anything in the future you want to talk about?
No, I'm happy where I am. Okay. So running for re-election, we're on the ballot again this year. So Chelsea has always been a community that's been really supportive of myself, not my family as well. My mother grew up in Chelsea. Okay. So my mother grew up on Essex Street. Went to the short-lived school. Yep. My parents got married at St. Rose. So the DiDomenico family started in Chelsea. Okay.
Thank you so much, Senator. Great to see you.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Gary.
Senator DiDomenico is here. I'm sure he'll have some great one-liners, as will other speakers. We'll be back with more from the Knights of Columbus Hall in Charlestown for Sal DiDomenico's annual St. Patrick's Day celebration. Okay, this is State Representative Rosalie Vincent. How are you, Representative?
I'm fine, thank you, and how are you?
Good. You're looking forward to a good evening.
I'm looking forward to fun top of the morning, except it's not morning, is it?
Yeah. Okay. How are things on Beacon Hill?
Very busy. We had a late session last night, and so it was good to be able to sleep in this morning. So it was very late. We didn't get out till 11.
Okay. Anything you want to say to your constituents in Chelsea?
Hello. How are you? Thank you.
Thank you for your service. You've done a great job.
Thank you so much. Take care. All righty. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was State Representative Rosalie Vincent. Here is the president of the E-Club of Everett, Vin Rigucci. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good to see you.
I'm all right.
Say hello to the people of Chelsea and Everett.
I got to say the nicest people on the planet are in Chelsea and Everett.
Yep.
And in a section of the North End.
Okay.
I want to include all of the converted Irishman Italian.
Okay.
And we're very, very proud that Sal DiDomenico represents us. Mm-hmm. We're also very, very proud. I don't know, this is the umpteenth year that we've been in such a palatial place as the Knights of Columbus Hall here.
Yeah.
And we enjoy being here. We enjoy the holiday, and we enjoy the festivities of all of the friends that will come out here tonight and partake in the pleasure of being here with us.
And you're all decked out in green.
One night a year,
Yeah.
I do this because of not only Sal, because it's St. Patrick's Day. And you should celebrate the holidays. Christmas I wear red and with the red lights. But this is for Sal and all of his friends. And tonight we're all Irish.
Okay. Great to see you, Mr. Aguchi.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, we have the First Lady. She is the president of the Sal DiDomenico Foundation. She is Mrs. Tricia DiDomenico. Two children.
Matthew 15 and Sal 14.
Okay, tell us about the foundation.
Well, the foundation, we have two big causes. We donate to scholarships for seniors for schools throughout South District, as well as we have an enormous toy drive where we donate to various organizations such as battered women's shelters, homeless shelters, all the schools in South District. And really, we try to go to places that don't get the toys, that are really, they need it. They really need it. And we do a good job. I think we do a good job getting the toys out. We get bigger and better every year.
Okay, what's it like being with the senator when he's at an event and everyone's coming up to him and saying hello and wants a piece of his time?
I let Sal do his thing, and I hang back, I take pictures, and I do my thing. I mingle myself.
Yeah. And this should be a great event tonight with all the speakers.
This is always a great event. It's fun, a lot of speakers, everyone shows up. We really look forward to tonight. It's my favorite event that he has thus far.
Okay, and how are the kids?
The kids are good. My youngest is here tonight. My oldest is home.
Yep.
He just is a little under the weather. And this is their favorite event, too. They have a lot of fun here. They enjoy the atmosphere, and they enjoy all the folks that come. And it's a fun night.
Okay, well, thank you for all you do and the senator, and it's great to see you.
Thank you. You, too.
Okay, that was Mrs. Tricia DiDomenico. She is the president of the foundation, and we're going to have a good time tonight. This is Mike Ruth. If you are a sports fan in Boston and a Boston College fan, football, one of the all-time greats. He won the Outland Trophy, which goes to the best defensive lineman in the country. He played with Doug Flutie, the Heisman Trophy. He played for the Patriots, and he is probably the best athlete in the room, far superior athlete than I am. How are you, Mike Ruth?
Well, that's not what I heard. You told me that you hit your shoulder on the rim playing basketball. That's how high a jumps you had.
You know, I would do anything to dunk a basketball. Let's talk about this event, Mike. You're here to support Sal DiDomenico.
Great guy.
Yep.
Sal's a great guy, BC guy, and everything he does is honest. You know, like his kids over at the Everett High School, he does the right things all the time. And, you know, you're in a field where it is so amazingly, you've seen it on the news, right? Everybody's saying outlandish things. Everybody's getting mad at everybody else. Sal does the real job. He's like straight as an arrow and gets it done. That's refreshing. You know, that's like, okay, I liked it. That reminds me of like how it was when I was growing up. You know, not like so much you see on TV.
Now, what was it like playing in the Orange Bowl? That's one of the big games.
Oh, the game, the Flutie game, the pass?
Yeah.
Oh, it was hysterical.
Yeah.
Because we would go down there and, you know, nobody gave us any credit for anything. Yeah. And they would call us like the St. Mary's Prep School. And we had 22 guys in that Cotton Bowl year that went to the NFL for a year or more. Not one of us got the major offer like Notre Dame or USC. And we would go down. I still remember this. We're watching film on the locker room wall, like you would do in high school. Mm-hmm. Not aware that these other teams have theater rooms, this, that, and the other. Yeah. And the coach would go, well, I'm not afraid to say they might be faster. I'm not afraid to say they might be better athletes. Mm-hmm. And I'm not afraid to say they might even be better coached. So we got to go down there and knock them out. Yeah. That's our answer, you know. Okay. So
we went on, won the Cotton Bowl, and Flutie won the Heisman Trophy before that, and that was a great year.
All exceptional people, 22 overachievers. It was like a Walt Disney movie where everything went exactly right with regular guys working 3 times harder than everybody else and trying as best they could to be 3 times tougher, 3 times better. And you know that formula's worked for 6,000 years, and it still worked then.
Okay. Well, Mike, one of the all-time BC football heroes. He did it all there. He brought us so many thrills, and it's great to see you.
Now, you know he did say that he was going to break me like a bad habit if I didn't get over here. I'm just saying that for the record.
I don't think so. Okay, we'll be back. We're here with popular Chelsea resident Minicaris Marino, here to support Sal DiDomenico and his foundation. Great to see you.
Thank you. And St. Patrick's Day, it's our anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
56 years.
Wow.
That's 56 years.
Wow.
It's obscene.
It's a lot of years.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So what do you think of this event? It's so festive and fun.
Beautiful. The tables look.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we got here early.
And how's your friend Chick Corea doing? The great
Wonderful.
jazz pianist.
He won another Grammy, you know.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, for he toured this last summer with the Spanish band, 9 pieces, and he won for, let me get it straight now, Best Latin Spanish Jazz Band, a Grammy.
He's so talented.
24. I think he has 24 now. Grammys. Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yes. And he's from Chelsea. He never forgets.
Right.
You witnessed it.
Yes. Okay, great to see you, Minna.
Same here. Have a good
Okay.
evening.
Okay, Mrs. Dwyer. Mrs. Dwyer.
Yeah.
Son Jimmy declined to be on TV, but we'll get Jimmy's mom. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
We love your green sweater.
Oh, thank you. This comes from the old sword. This is 1,000 years old.
I think she's exaggerating, but okay.
I am, of course.
Yes.
No,
That's okay.
it was, I would say, 1986.
Okay.
I pull it out
This is
every
such
year.
a fun event, isn't it, to be here to support our senator?
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
I mean, I go back with Sal's family
yeah.
from when I was a child.
Right. Essex Street?
Essex Street.
Yes.
I remember Mr. and Mrs. Olivero
Yeah.
and all those people. So I go back all that way,
Wow. Great to see you. Have a great time tonight.
and I will.
Okay, former mayor, Mr. Hanlon, how are you?
Very well, sir. Yourself?
Good. We're here to support Sal DiDomenico
We are.
and his foundation, and it's a great Irish occasion.
It sure is. I don't know. His foundation goes so far beyond what we're doing tonight. It's just it goes from one beginning of the year and to go to the one end of the year, and he just never stops. And I'm there with all his functions, and we just do so well with him, you know.
And Mayor, this is such a festive, fun occasion, isn't it?
It is. It really is. You gotta. Anytime you have a couple of comedians, as good as they are or as bad as they are, it doesn't make any difference. It's a fun occasion. You know,
Okay.
it's going to be good. So I'm happy to be here. My wife is here. We're both here. We've been here for I don't know how many years we've been coming to this thing. You know, and it's just a great place to be.
We in Everett and Chelsea are fortunate to have a great senator like Sal representing us.
And I hope he stays there.
Yeah.
I hope he stays there for a long, long time. You know, he deserves it. He's worked hard for it, and he should get it. You know, so he's a good guy. Good guy.
Okay, and things are Everett going well.
Yeah, not too bad. You know, not too bad. We're growing and expanding, and some things a little too fast, I think, but some things really okay. You know, and it's just good. You know, it's a town where we're bringing a lot of people in. A lot of immigrants are coming in. And they're finding a home, they're finding a place, and that's good. So Everett's a good spot for them.
Excellent. Nice to see you.
Okay, you be good, all right?
Okay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. Okay, we are with State Representative Dan Ryan. We are in Charlestown, one of the communities he represents. We love him in Chelsea. Mr. Ryan, it's great to see you and to be here.
Good to see you, Carrie O'Schumann. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody out there in Chelsea. Got a beautiful festive night here in Charlestown. Thanks to our good friend, Senator Sal DiDomenico and his family and their foundation. So thank you all. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, will you be speaking tonight?
I think I might have a hello to say or something like that.
Any one-liners? No?
I don't know. We'll see what comes to me. You know what I mean?
How's everything on Beacon Hill?
Pretty good. We're getting some things passed there for the voters, make some better commuting times and things like that. We did some important transportation legislation this week. We sent it over to the Senate and see what we come up with.
Okay, let's talk about Rosalie Vincent, who has decided not to seek re-election. I know what a great delegation, a team we had of you and Mrs. Vincent in Chelsea, and she's decided to step down.
Yeah, well, Rosalie and I got sworn in on the same day 6 years ago. She decided to not run for re-election, and good for her to spend time with her husband and her grandkids and the rest of her family. So I appreciate having her as a friend and a colleague, and I know I'll see a lot of her in Chelsea and Revere and other places. So I wish her well.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, great. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
We are with Chelsea School Committee member Roberto Jimenez Rivera. Great to see you here.
Good to see you.
How's everything in Chelsea and the school committee?
Things are great. You know, it's my first couple of months still. Things are going great. We're working on the budget. It seems like we have a lot of money coming in from the state. We're very excited to see how we're going to put that to good use to make sure that we're improving the schools. Really focusing on the English language learners, special education, trying to make sure that our students have not just good learning in the classroom, but a good environment overall that's going to really help make sure that they do well in school, and then after they graduate, that they can go on and find good jobs and lead successful lives. So we're really excited.
And how's it been working with the new superintendent, Dr. Abeda?
It's been great. They had a really good transition with her and Dr. Bork. So I think that she had a really a good amount of time to make sure that she kind of came on and has been doing an excellent job since she took over in January. So I think it was a really great transition for them. And we're just really excited to continue working with her. I think she has, you can really tell that she's a classroom teacher when you work with her. She's somebody who's really trying to make sure that we're bringing everybody together. It's been great working with her.
Okay, you have a special guest here with you tonight. Can we get her on camera?
I do. Yeah, we actually have two guests here tonight. So my wife is here, and
hi.
So we're expecting our first child. This is Sarah.
Congratulations! Wow, we have a scoop.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
Okay. So what's your name?
My name's Sarah Neville.
Okay. And you're here with the gentleman?
I am.
And this is a special function room for you, I guess. Function hall.
It is. The last time we were here was for our wedding reception.
Okay. I'm sure it was a great time.
It was, yeah. It didn't have quite so much green and orange decorations, though.
Yeah. Okay. So may I ask the due date, or?
Yeah, end of July.
Okay, that's great. Wow, what do you think of that?
We're really excited. One of the things that I told people when I was campaigning was, when I have a kid, we're really excited to have them go to Chelsea schools. So now we're going to be there in 4 years. So it's really exciting. It's really, really great. And Sarah's been doing, it's been a great time so far. So looking forward to the end of July when we'll have our own little one to play with and all that. So yeah.
He's a popular, well-spoken guy. He's very articulate.
Yep, he is. He is. In 2 languages, too.
Oh. Dos lenguas.
What was that?
2 languages.
Claro que sí.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, anything else?
I don't think so. I hope everyone has fun tonight.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Wow, we have a very special guest, 2 special guests. The heart of the Senate, the President, Karen Spilka. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Good. And Mr. Joe Boncore, who represents our town of Winthrop and our newspaper, The Transcript. It's a good team.
It's a great team. We're doing a lot of great work at the state Senate, and we're getting the work of the people done.
And the transportation is especially being well handled by Senator Boncore.
He's doing a phenomenal job, and we're kicking it out, and we'll be doing it shortly.
Okay. Anything else? It's great to be here for one of the senators, Senator DiDomenico.
Yes, this is a great turnout to support Sal DiDomenico. He also is doing a great job. I'm very blessed to have a wonderful team at the State House.
Okay, thank you, Madam President. Senator Boncore, great to see you.
Great to see you too, Carrie.
Okay, what's it like here to be for Sal?
It's wonderful to be here for Sal. Sal's a great leader and on the leadership team in the Senate. He's really an integral part of everything we do. And just events like tonight, I know we will be poking fun at one another, but it's all for a really good cause. Because as you know, Sal every dollar raised here goes to the Sal DiDomenico Family Foundation.
A lot of people and a lot of kids.
Okay. Thank Thank you, Madam President. Senator Boncory, great to see you. All right, gentlemen, introduce yourself. This is going to be on Chelsea Community Cable Television. Mr. Dillon?
We're from the law firm of Dillon and Gillen. And we love Sal.
Yeah.
Sal is just the best. What do you think of Sal?
Sal is the best. John is president of the Lions Club. I'm immediate past president of the old Charlestown School Boys. And we work together raising money for good in the town. And Sal has always been a big help for the town.
Anything else?
No, just that we're a couple of great guys.
Yes. Nice to see you, Mr. Gillen.
I can't say that.
We have a very distinguished guest. He is Congressman Joseph Kennedy III. Great to see you here.
Hey, I'm thrilled to be here. It's a great way to kick off a celebration for St. Patty's Month. And, great atmosphere in the room, and thrilled to be here for a great organization.
And I know you're here to support Sal DiDomenico and his foundation.
We are. Sal's a good friend, and the organization does incredible work. So, thrilled to be here for him.
And how is the campaign going for U.S. Senator?
Campaign's going great. We're down in D.C. this week, trying to make sure we get the resources and the changes in policy that we need to make sure that we're prepared as we can be for the coronavirus. And we got a bit of work to do yet, but good to be back, good to be home.
And I know you visit Chelsea a lot. We love having you in Chelsea.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for having us back.
Okay, thank you, Congressman. Saratin Rizzuto, the popular one from Metro Credit Union. Great to see you here supporting Sal DiDomenico.
Always, always. I am proud to be a member of his board.
Yes.
The foundation's board. I am proud to be here every year supporting this cause because they support and they help thousands and thousands of children. Honestly, he's a stand-up guy. I'm 100% always in support. Whatever I can do to support Sal, I'm there, Not wearing the green, but wearing the orange.
Yes.
And you know the history behind. Green means Catholicism, white means peace, orange means Protestant. It's not the best to wear orange, but I'm not like everybody else. I don't wear green.
Okay. So we are fortunate to have Sal DiDomenico as our senator in Chelsea.
Are we ever? Sal is just advocating for us at the State House, really going above and beyond.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't support him year after year after year if I didn't believe in him. He's a stand-up guy, and he shows up. So.
And how are things at Metro Credit Union?
Oh my God, Metro Credit Union is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love working there. I love our president, CEO Robert Cashman.
Yes.
My boss, Charlene Bauer, incredible.
Yeah.
The work that they do to really try to support the members of our community, our consumers, unbelievable. We've actually created products to meet the needs of the Latino and the immigrant community. So, our hearts are in the right place, and we're just there to support our community. All of our community.
Great to see you.
Great to see you always, Carrie.
Oh, one of Boston's most outstanding city councilors, Lydia Edwards. You're doing a great job for East Boston, where we have a newspaper. What's it like to be here for Senator DiDomenico today?
It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to support charity, and it's wonderful to make fun of all the guys that I work with. That's what I look for, and I can get away with it because I'm in public, and they would be witnesses to the assault and battery. No, I'm just kidding.
I know you're busy at the city council.
Yes, we're working really hard for the community, making sure we have a community after all this wonderful development boom. We want to make sure we have a neighborhood. That's all.
And you have some great one-liners. I know you're really good at this.
I'm going to try tonight. I'm going to try and make people laugh. I'm going to try harder than most people, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Most popular people, Sylvia Ramirez. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
And you're here to support Sal DiDomenico?
Absolutely. We're here to support Sal DiDomenico. He always supports us and the Chelsea Collaborative, and we could not say no. So we are here supporting him as always.
How are things at the Collaborative? Busy?
Things are busy. We are very busy, especially Sunday. We're having our community outreach day, and we're going to educate our community regarding immigration. So please come out and support us, and things are busy. We're doing great.
Okay, great to see you.
Thank you.
How's Kiwanis?
Kiwanis is great as well. We just had a retreat. developing more leaders in our community, and we just got a couple of new members. So great things are coming down the pipeline for Chelsea Kiwanis.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. A ti.
We are with the Executive Director of Green Roots, Roseanne Bongiovanni, one of Chelsea's most popular residents, former counselor at large, and a great person.
Oh, you're so kind to me, Carrie. Hi, how's it going?
What's it like to be here for Sal DiDomenico?
Well, it's very green and it's very Irish.
Yes.
So for an Italian girl like me, it's a little bit, I'd like to have some pasta instead of the corned beef and cabbage. But other than that, it's a fabulous event, as you can see. Well attended, awesome band, great people, a lot of fun.
Okay, and Sal really supports Chelsea, and I know you support Sal.
Yeah, no, Sal's amazing. Every time we need Sal, he's always there, whether he's bringing toys for kids at Christmas time, if he's standing up for the environment, or going to bat for us for education. Sal is just an amazing, amazing supporter of Chelsea.
It should be a fun night.
It's always a fun night with you, Gary, right?
We are with school committee member extraordinaire, Rosemary Carlisle. Great to see you here.
Oh, it's nice to be here. I'm so happy for Sal and his family. This fundraiser is an awesome fundraiser for children, and it's awesome. It's a good fundraiser.
And now I'm going to give you the opportunity to introduce a very distinguished guest here, our superintendent of schools, Dr. Abeda. I'm going to hand you the mic and bring her over.
Okay. Well, I have the great opportunity. Our new superintendent, Almy. Almy's going to say a couple of words, and we're very lucky to have her in the city of Chelsea, and the teachers and the students are very lucky to have her.
Great. I just want to thank Sal and his family for the work that they do and putting this event on. It's a wonderful cause, and we are just so excited to be here tonight with our Chelsea family. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to hand the mic back over to him. Kerry, he does a good job, but I could probably do better. Thank you, Kerry.
Great to see you. Thanks for being here. State Auditor, Suzanne Bump, how are you?
I am great. I'm always happy to be here for this event.
And you'll be speaking tonight. Do you have some good one-liners?
Oh, no. I've retired from the performance stage.
Okay.
I'm just here to support Sal's foundation.
Okay. What do you want to say about Sal DiDomenico, our great state senator?
Oh, I love Sal. He really puts his heart and soul into the work. He's a great coalition builder. He has a great set of a great agenda and values. What's not to like about Sal DiDomenico?
Okay, great to see you here and continued success in the auditing office.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Takaya Christmas is in the house. How you doing?
I'm well, Carrie. How you doing?
Good. You're here to support Sal DiDomenico.
Absolutely. Sal's a great guy. He comes out for all our events and he supports everything in Chelsea. So only right we come to his side of town and support him for this great event.
How are things at the hotels?
Hotels are great. Community's coming out. We're building. We're growing. You know, even with the current situation we have right now, we're still bringing over people from Boston. We're taking all the precautions, and everything's working well.
Okay, great to see you here.
Great to see you too, Carrie. Thank you very much.
Takaya Christmas is here tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, Gladys Vega is here tonight, the distinguished executive director of Chelsea Collaborative. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Very happy to be here amongst so many people that we know and that they do amazing job. This foundation contributes lots of toys to Chelsea families. So why wouldn't we be here supporting this cause?
And Senator DiDomenico is a strong supporter of the collaborative.
Yes, he is. Indeed, he is, and has done amazing work since he got elected into office.
And how are things at the collaborative?
So very good. This Sunday we're expecting 125 people. We're doing door knocking in all the neighborhoods to talk about the census 2020. So this Sunday, 125 people gathering at 11 o'clock at the collaborative to go to the neighborhoods where undercount communities are.
Okay, great to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
Okay, that was Gladys Vega. Let's move on and talk to other people. Okay, we have a very distinguished guest, the best basketball player in the hall, former Harvard basketball captain, and that's great. Ivy League, How are you, Mrs. Haley?
I am doing great. It's so great to be here in Charlestown at the Nights for Sal.
Yes.
It's always an awesome event every year. You know, you see everybody come together, different communities.
And you're so popular as our Attorney General. How's things in Boston?
Good, you know. I mean, it's just I'm still working hard on the opioid crisis, going after the drug companies, trying to hold them accountable. We got a big program around mental health, behavioral health. People need help, you know, and easier access to services for substance use disorder, for just mental health generally. So that's a priority. You know, we sued Juul on the vaping because kids are getting sick, and you know, there's just one thing after another. I love the job. I got a lot of people working really hard. I'm grateful to my team, and I'm grateful to the people of the Commonwealth for letting me serve, you know?
And we're right in your backyard in Charlestown.
You're right in my neighborhood. It's fantastic. Yeah, Charlestown's a great community, you know?
What was it like playing professional basketball?
Awesome. It was awesome. Although when I first got over there, it was scary. I didn't know the language, you know? And all my teammates spoke German. One was from Czechoslovakia. She spoke Czech. And then my coach was from Sarajevo. He was from Yugoslavia and, you know, spoke like Serbian. So it was like, it was just like a big adjustment, but it taught me a lot about the world, and I miss it. You know, I try to play now. It's a great game. I'm getting too old.
You must have been a superstar in high school to go play Division I college basketball after high school.
I had a pretty good game when
Yes.
I was younger.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great game. Celtics are playing tonight.
Yeah.
I've been rooting for them, and we'll get ready for March Madness soon.
Okay, I see a lot of people want to talk to you, so I'll let you go.
Hey, great to see you
Nice
as
to
always.
see you.
All right, take care.
Attorney General Maura Haley is in the house.
Thank you.
We have a very special guest. She is the State Treasurer, Deb Goldberg. It's great to see you here in Charlestown supporting Sal DiDomenico in the foundation.
Oh my goodness, who wouldn't support Sal and his incredible work? What he does for the community is the most fabulous thing in the world.
Okay, how's everything in the State Treasurer's office in the Mass State Lottery?
Fabulous. Actually, we have a ticket that is just for St. Patrick's Day. Maybe you could be lucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Charlestown. Put your hands together, please. Welcome. My name is Hank Morse. I used to be part of the Lorna Wally show, but around last June they kind of gave us the Warren Bloomberg treatment. They kind of moved on from us, but I'm here, and I need you to listen. I got a new podcast with Bob Lobel and Mike Lynch. Much brighter than I, yes, thank you. It's called Lobie, Lynchy, and Friends with Hank Morse Podcasts. So please listen. We still have kids to feed at home, college tuitions to pay. Thank you all for being here. One of the great things about coming out and getting an early start on St. Patrick's Day with the great Sal DiDomenico, that would be Senator Sal, and you just get to see some old faces, some great friends from around the room. Like the great Jimmy Dwyer, where is he? Oh man, right? Jim Dwyer right there, fashionably late. Outstanding hockey player, by the way, not in Chelsea District Court. I don't mean he's under arrest, he works at the courthouse. So, always great to see Jim. You got Tracy Hollander, who's the realtor to the stars. If you need to borrow any money, he's right down here. And it's fun to look around. You know who I want to point out? Where's Enrique Pepin? Where's Enrique? Enrique Pepin works for Congressman Kennedy. Baseball star, football star from right here in Charlestown. All right, give him a great big round of applause. Thank you. Everybody enjoy Super Tuesday, pretty much? I'm a little worried about Joe Biden. When you confuse your mother and your sister. I mean, I met him a few times, and I texted him. I asked him if he was going to be here tonight. He said, you tell Sally DiDomenico she has all of my support. She is an outstanding, outstanding voice for the state of Massachusetts. And the whole corona, has anybody been to a Biogen meeting or to the Marriott in the last 2 days? If you have, please sit to the rear of the room. Way the hell back there, please stay over. Of course, the president isn't worried about the coronavirus because he said he doesn't drink that beer anyway. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we thank you for being here. Would everybody please rise as we introduce to you the Boston Police Gaelic Column. At this time, I'd like to call Bill Gunning to the microphone to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Bill from Allston, Massachusetts. Give him a nice round of applause. How many of you, of these, turn around, how many of these people have you fought Oak Square? Oh, that's right, I'm sorry.
Good evening. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a great night.
Product of the Thomas Gardner Elementary School. Give him a nice round of applause. I went to Medford. Anybody from Medford? I went to Medford High School. And you can all sit down. Just for a moment. I got out in 1984. Mayor Bloomberg, class of 1960 with my dad. A couple of things hit me though that had me a little bit concerned. I looked at my dad's high school yearbook, the blue and white. And in there, you know, it lists the address, you know, everything you participated in. And it said he was the president of the debating club, which doesn't really speak well for the program. The Mighty Mighty Mustangs, thank you for the two people who got that, who happened to see the actual debate. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, for the Boston Police Gaelic Column. To rise one more time, if you would be so kind. As I introduce to you, she's no stranger. You've seen her at Patriots games, Celtics games, Red Sox at Fenway Park, singing the national anthem for the Boston Bruins. You've seen her on national TV. She's performed at the Friars Club in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanessa Salvucci. Vanessa Salvucci, VanessaSalvucci.com, if you'd like to hire her for your event. Spectacular. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about a round of applause for Jim Henry, works for Senator DiDomenico, huh? Pride of Cambridge. Thank God he moved to Bedford. Placedead Road. You'll have to figure out the number on your own. And I was so excited because one of the stars from the movie The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, is here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Steve Sweeney. Give him a round of applause. What a fine Boston institution. Here he is right up in the back. And whenever you have a good old-fashioned boiled dinner, you want to call in the utmost experienced chef in creative cuisine that you can find. And when you think Irish, nothing says Irish like the great folks from J. Paci and Sons. Outstanding. So thank you very, very much. They are good. Oh my goodness. Let me ask you before we have our meal, if you kindly please bow your heads. In gratitude, we bow our heads to thank thee for our daily bread. And may we use the strength it brings for doing kind and helpful things. Amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I call to the microphone a guy who's not only a warrior for his own district, but for the entire state of Massachusetts, the great Senator Sal DiDomenico.
Good evening, everyone. Everyone take your seats, please. So, I also want to let everybody know that tonight we have a special dispensation, that's not a joke, from Cardinal O'Malley, so we can all eat meat tonight. So you're all going to be absolved of any sins, so don't worry about that. Any sins, yes, any sins, Jimmy. Put them all on tonight. You can do whatever you want tonight. You're absolved of everything. From a few years ago, yes. Pile them all on. Put them all on the list. We'll send them to the Cardinal. Well, good evening, everyone. This is great to see all of you tonight. What's going on in the world right now to have this kind of crowd here tonight is pretty spectacular. So I want to thank all of you for being here and supporting the DiDomenico Foundation. And I also want to thank my wife, Tricia, who is the president of the foundation. I want to thank all of our elected officials, all of my friends who have joined us tonight. And some will be speaking as well, so just laugh. Because I want them to come back next year too. So the first speaker we're going to have come up, this is an exciting night. We have a lot going on. We have the Platters, two members of the Platters here with us tonight too. Internationally renowned group of the Platters, singing The Great Pretender. We have Steve Sweeney, who is going to lift us all up halfway through the night with some real committee, actor, Steve Sweeney in the back there. And then we have all my friends who are going to get up here and speak as well. But first, before we begin, I just want to thank all of you. Let me take everyone's attention, please. Shh. I just want to thank everyone because a lot of you know that my dad is in the hospital. And I just want to thank all of you. I'm not going to bring us all down tonight because he's doing well. But I want to thank all of you for your wishes, for your prayers. All of that has been working. And he is in a much, much better place today than he was a week ago. So thank you very much for all your support, for your family. And the first speaker we're going to have come up to start us off because he's unfortunately lives down the street. No, but that's, no, not you. They're all telling me up here, no one wants to talk up here. They're all afraid to speak. But the first speaker we have is Representative Danny Ryan. So before I bring him up here, I just want to tell you a little story about Danny. So Danny is one of the most popular elected officials in the entire state of Massachusetts. His poll numbers are sky high. The last time he was this high, he was picking his college classes. It gets better, it gets better. Yes. First speaker, my good friend and my colleague from Charlestown and Chelsea, Representative Danny Ryan.
College went so well for me, Sal, I didn't even get that joke. But I just want to thank you all for being here. As Sal talked about the Sal DiDomenico family and the Family Foundation, they do this as a family, so that's why it's so important to be here together with them. They do so much for all the kids and nonprofits in our districts. She is Charlestown and Chelsea with me. So I thank the DiDomenico family and the DiDomenico Family Foundation for always helping out, giving back, and bringing people together. So thank you, Sal. It's customary for me to welcome everybody here to Charlestown. I also want to welcome my fellow colleagues from Chelsea and the school committee and the city council from Chelsea. Great to have you all here. And my fellow elected officials, Kennedys and Conleys, Boncourys, all the old Irish guys, excellent. And we're going to set a little ground rules too. So last year, with everything going on in the country and everyone being more sensitive, and we have a more diverse world, and more diverse electorate, and more voices out there being heard, we felt like the Old Boy Network had to kind of simmer down a little bit. We were these raucous St. Patrick's Day festivities. And then, no. I'm the calm one. As I was sitting here nervous, I said, because I have a tendency to get a little off kilter too, So we come out and I just said a pleasant little hello, no jokes, and then some old ladies in the audience, you're not funny, you didn't say anything, And then my city councilor, Lydia Edwards, come out and started throwing heat. 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, acronyms, stuff that these kids say nowadays. I realized I have become that out-of-touch middle-aged guy. And I'm still trying to figure out, I didn't quite get it, but I had my congresswoman explain it to me what DTF means. So just go easy tonight, all right? I'm going to go home later, listen to some Air Supply, and relax with a tall glass of Metamucil. I'm going to call McGonagall on his flip phone. Hopefully he'll beat me back from his landline. But thank you all for being here. I want to congratulate Lisa McGough. I don't know if that's surprising enough, but she's getting an award tonight for all the work she does in Charlestown. She's sitting with her family, but she's a member of the Bunker Hill Associates who's sitting over here, who does just as much as everybody else and more than everyone else in this town. Lisa's a big part of that. So thank you all. Welcome to Charlestown. Keeping an eye on you, Lydia. All right?
Thank you, Danny. Danny Ryan. So we have our Congressman Joe Kennedy here tonight with us. Candidate for the U.S. Senate. Just gave you a plug. So before I bring up our next speaker, I want to tell you a little story as well. So I'm going to take a shot at you tonight. Sorry, Congressman. Sorry. So President Obama, before he left office, he spoke before the Correspondents' Dinner, when presidents actually spoke before the Correspondents' Dinner. And he was telling us about how he had a bucket list before he wanted to leave office. But instead of a bucket list, it was something else that rhymed with bucket. So he had this bucket list, and he talked about all these different things he wanted to do before he left office. So tonight we have a bucket list for some of the folks sitting at the table tonight. So Marty Walsh, who is dealing with something going on at City Hall right now, but Marty Walsh wanted to bring the Olympics to Boston. Then he said, bucket. Governor Baker said he wanted to fix the T. Bucket. They told Joe Kennedy to wait his turn, and he said, bucket. And then I said a president right here. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to be on her bucket list. No. And Mara Healy, one word, Trump, bucket. So I'm not going to put it on anymore. I ran out of juice right now. So the next speaker we have coming up is our congressman and the candidate for U.S. Senate. Very happy to be here with him tonight. He's very busy. We know he's traveling all around the state. He made time to be with us tonight, so thank you for being here. Congressman Joe Kennedy.
Sal, thank you. I sort of appreciate that introduction, and I want to tell you, I held that embrace a little long for you from somebody that's been in 3 airports today, shook hundreds of hands this week from all over the country, and I just want to tell you how grateful I am to be with you this evening. Absolutely. No, we're dear friends. Bring it in. Couple quick things, and I will get up and get down. First, as I was coming in, Sal told me that his father wasn't well. And he was wondering how tonight would go because, you know, we put so much time and effort and energy into making tonight successful because of the foundation it serves and the people the foundation serves. And Sal, I cannot think of a greater compliment to you and that foundation than to see this room tonight. After what, as you had to take the time away to care for your family, but to see the way in which all of this happened, to support you and them. Congratulations, my friend. Also, little known fact, I did play football in high school too. We were terrible, and Danny Ryan was my football coach. So I'm glad to know, true, I'm glad to know that his poll numbers are better than our football record, because man, that would have been a short career, but thank you. It's good to see you again. It's a 180-pound center and inside linebacker. We got smoked. So tonight, we get to celebrate 2 extraordinary traits of being Irish. The desire, steadfast, to not do anything until the last minute, and the requirement that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day for as long as is humanly possible. And those 2 come together, and you kind of wonder what to do about it because it's St. Patrick's week, month, sort of. We don't quite know how many celebrate, and everybody's Irish. Senator Buncoury is Irish today. And so, I wanted to celebrate with one of my favorite, as I refer to it, favorite Irish prayers. May those who, and please feel free to join in, some of you will know this. May those who love us, love us. And for those who don't, may God turn their hearts. And for those whose hearts don't turn, may He turn their ankles. So that we know them by their limping. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Congressman, for giving me whatever you have. So perfect. Next up we have, and I'm not going to have a joke about her because I have to go home with her later on. Next up we have the president of the DiDomenico Foundation, my wife, Tricia DiDomenico.
All right, we all know, year after year, how much I don't like this. So I'm going to be the quickest speaker out here. I just want to thank our sponsors. So our gold level sponsors are Easton Salt, the Flatley Company. Our silver level sponsors are Harvard University. Bronze level sponsors, Catamount Management, Century 21 Elite, GPA Company. HYM Investment Group, Malden Transportation, and the McKinnon Company. I'd like to thank our foundation and our board members. Without them, we couldn't do this. And not only this, but as you know, the proceeds from tonight's event, they go to scholarships and the various schools throughout South District, as well as our toy drive. And there are pictures in here if you want to see how big our toy drive has gotten. We help homeless shelters, battered women's shelters. We go to the places that people just don't really know about. Not that they don't go, they don't know about it. And I'm very proud of this foundation, its accomplishments in the last few years, and the many people that we've been very fortunate to help. But again, we couldn't do that without all of you. So, from my heart and my soul, thank you so much. And you can clap for me louder than to stop.
So, Tricia was on the ballot this past election day. She only was. So we had a ward committee race in our community. And it was her she was on the ballot. She was the top person on the ballot. I was number 2. And we went kind of head to head. On the ballot, I was afraid to lose to her. So thank God I finished just a little bit above her. Just a little bit. But thank you, Tricia. And I also want to expand on what she said too. Because the DiDomenico Foundation, this past year we spent $20,000 on toys to give to shelters and to children to make the holidays a little brighter for all of you, all the kids. So thank you very much for your support and all the scholarships as well. Next up we have my good friend, and you're not a townie, you're a toonie. You're a toonie. But she is one of Charlestown's best residents for a lot of reasons. She keeps us very, very safe, and I don't want to get too political up here, but she is Donald Trump's worst nightmare in the state of Massachusetts. That's why I love her. Our Attorney General, Laura Haley.
It's awesome to be here, as always, every year with our dear friend Sal, and it came up on me quickly, though. You know, we had the whole primary, just so it came up on me quickly. I didn't exactly have time to prepare. I got a memo this afternoon from my sister Tara, who you know, she's the Healy that everyone really likes. She lives in town, my political director of my committee, Tara, and Jim Henry. Thank you very much. They put together a little memo and said, you know, be short and sweet, be funny, remind everyone to wash their hands and sit down. And thanks, Sal. And thank you, Jim and Tara. That was super, super helpful, right? So, left to my own devices, you know, I was thinking about a few things. As I scan this crowd tonight, I'm not, maybe there's a Budweiser virus out there, not so concerned about the coronavirus. You know, with the coronavirus, I'm thinking about going to some Trump rallies after all. If I were to contract. You know, Sal is just the best. We love Sal, and I just, you know, I think the last time some of us gathered, it was in a restaurant, and you know, being in a restaurant, you want some entertainment and all. So in this little restaurant, Sal, of course, being Sal, has a full-on marching band. Ever remember that? Right? So it's a Silver Fox, which is not actually a little restaurant. We love the Silver Fox, but it is great to be back in the town, and Sal always does it up big for all of us. So I want to thank Sal for being who he is. He also said about whatever virus is out there, Chianti takes care of everything. We have that on good authority. By the way, thank you, Pachi, because I think that's the best corned beef and cabbage that I've actually had in my many, many years of eating it. I want to thank everybody in this community and the broader communities. Congratulations to Lisa. You know, she represents, you know, so much of what the heart and soul of not only, you know, Charlestown is about, but all the communities represented here tonight. And if there's one thing that I've learned, especially over the last 3 years, it's that it's the fabric of our communities. All you guys who volunteer and show up and make sure that people are fed and clothed and gifts are given and kids are taken care of, that's actually what makes this country truly, truly great and truly, truly special. And there's no better example of it than what we see right here. So thank you for letting me be part of it. Great to be among my elected friends. Great to be with my friend Danny. Danny and I both miss our parents. You don't have to wait. You've heard this before. Don't worry about it. Danny and I, my dad and his mom work together, so it's kind of cool that like years later we find ourselves working together to try to do some good. Love you guys all. And Sal, Trisha, you guys are the best. Thanks for all you do for all of us.
Attorney General Mara Haley. Before I bring up, we're going to bring up the platters in just a minute, but I wanted to just send a special thanks out to, as Trisha said, the committee. The committee really handled this event. They took hold of it. Jim Henry did an outstanding job taking the lead on this event this year. Thank you to Jim and our outstanding committee for doing all the work they do. Now, I talked about Danny Ryan and how Danny Ryan was riding high in college, right, Danny? You remember that? He doesn't remember that. He has no idea about college. That's how riding high he was. All 7 years, yes. And he went to Bunker Hill all 7 years. So I have a gift for Danny Ryan tonight. I don't know why I'm picking on you, Danny, but I'm picking on you, buddy. So Danny is an aficionado of the legalized marijuana bill. He was the lead sponsor on that. I don't know if you know that. He was the guy that brought legalized marijuana into your community, by the way. Your community. For all of your children to smoke and all of your friends to smoke. It's all Danny Ryan's fault. So what I did tonight was I actually went out and bought Danny Ryan some brownies. And some gummy bears. So Danny, you don't have to worry about it at all. It's all here for you. We don't have to pass any other laws. We're all set. We're all set. I'm going to share with the head table guests so they can loosen up when they come up here. So, I'm winging this tonight, buddy. I'm just going with it. So, before I even play, I just want to introduce some of my friends who are sitting back here. The President Pro Tem of the State Senate, Will Brownsberger. Former Mayor and current City Council of the City of Everett, and 50 years of public service to the City of Everett, John Hamlin. My friend from East Cambridge and East Somerville, State Representative, Mike Conley. All my friends. My other friend from Revere and Chelsea and Saugus, Representative Rosalie Vincent, and thank you, Rosalie. Rosalie's leaving the State House this year. Thank you for all your service to our residents. And my good friend from the City of Everett and new City Councilor, Stephanie Martins. You're all, I gotta keep saying, my friend, my other friend, Marconi Almeida, School Committee in the City of Everett. And, yes, and Maury Hill works for Marconi. Maury Hill works for Marconi. And next we have my good friend from the City of Everett, City Council President, Rosa DeFlorio. Another new addition to the Everett City Council this year, my friend Jimmy Triley. And my partner at the State House for the City of Everett, my good friend Joe McGonigal, State Representative. And at the head table, the folks that are not speaking, my other good friend and former mayor, former school committee member, current city councilor, Denise Simmons. And our great state auditor who keeps us all in check, Suzanne Bump. And our great Middlesex County District Attorney, my good friend, Marion Ryan. And the proudest Irishman in the whole place tonight, we get booed. My good friend from East Boston, Winthrop and Revere, and Cambridge, State Senator Joe Boncory. And you're going to hear from these three fine ladies pretty soon, so I'm not going to introduce them, but they're going to make you all laugh. They told me, they promised that. They've all promised me that. No pressure, no pressure. And next up, this is a very, very special treat, everybody. This is something that we got a call from my good friend Balboni, who manages the platters, and he said, I want to bring a couple of platters to your event and sing their big, big hit, The Great Pretender. So that is really a special treat. You're not going to find this for free, by the way, for free, anywhere else in the state right now. With our good friends from the Platters, and Fred Balboni, you want to come up here and introduce them as well? We have Mr. Fred Balboni, the manager of the Platters.
Thank you, Sal. Who would have thought that I'd be in a St. Patrick's Day celebration, surrounded with such great individuals, and run by an Italian in Charlestown, with an Italian caterer. The thought, right? Anyway, Herb Reed founded the Platters in 1955, and many of you may not know this, but Herb Reed eventually moved to and was a resident of Massachusetts at the time of his death. When he died, I took over, and I am now in the succession and am the trademark holder of the group. And today, I'm happy to say that we continue to travel around the world, both singing the old classic hits that are timeless, as well as some new music. We have a new album coming up. The new album comes out in this coming spring, coronavirus prohibited. So, God forbid. So anyway, so The Great Pretender, very simple dedication, but this goes out to the great pretender of all time, Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, two members of the Platters, Omar Ross and Lance Bernard Bryan, The Great Pretender.
Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. Pretending that I'm doing well. I need a search, I pretend too much. I'm lonely, but no one can tell. Oh, I'm the pretender. Adrift in a world of my own. I play the game, but to my real shame, you left me a dream all alone. To real is this feeling of make-believe. To real when I feel what my heart can't conceive. Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. Just laughing and gay like a clown. I seem to be what I'm not. You see, I'm wearing my heart like a crown. Pretending that you're still around. Too real is this feeling of make-believe. Too real when I feel what my heart can conceive. Oh yes, I'm the great pretender. Just laughing and gay like a clown. I seem to be what I'm not. You'll see, I'm wearing my heart like a crown. That Great Platters, everyone. Thank you very much, the Platters. Before I bring up the next speaker, I just wanted to introduce Cromwell Alderman from Somerville. They're all at that table right there. Kenny Joyce, Bob McWaters, and Sean O'Donovan, City of Somerville. And we have Malden School Committee member Rob McCarthy and his dad, former Alderman as well in Malden. Thank you for being here, Rob. Our next speaker is my boss in the U.S. Senate. We're going up together. In the state Senate, she has been, and I'm going to be serious for 1 second, she has been a tremendous leader in the state Senate, a tremendous friend to myself and my family. And if you see all the great things that are happening in the Senate right now,
We're on the move. We're doing so many great things for our residents across our Commonwealth. That takes great leadership to make that happen. We have a great leader and a great friend, my Senate President and your Senate President, Senate President Karen Spilka.
Good evening, Charlestown. Oh, come on. Good evening, Charlestown. I'm Senate President Karen Spilka, and I'm thrilled to be here tonight with all of you to kick off our St. Pat's celebration and our season. Thank you so much, Sal, for bringing us all together in support of the foundation and all that you do. And thank you, Trish. Tremendous job to help nurture our both sense of community and have fun and poke fun at some others as well. This is something that we need to be doing more and more. So thank you so much. This is a great job. Especially as we head into the 2020 election season. Prayers with your dad. Seriously, all prayers with your dad. I'd like to also thank all of the servers that are here. Give a round of applause. And the caterers. The food is great Italian food, really delicious. Thank you. And thanks to the platters. That was wonderful to hear. So we know the governor is not here tonight. He's off to Utah. If you didn't know, he's off to Utah for a vacation, a family vacation, home of Mitt Romney, and likely a safe space. We can refer to it as a safe space for two anti-Trump Republicans. But that's mostly because Trump can't even find Utah on a map. Despite the governor not being, you can clap, that's okay. It's true, that's why it's sort of funny, but it's true. Despite the governor not being here, I'd like to thank him and take a moment to thank him and Speaker DeLeo for their partnership. Unlike Washington, things are going great in the State House. Yes. The governor, the Senate, and the House are getting along, I believe, better than ever before. And that is not a joke. We've done some amazing work this year, including passing education reform, the Student Opportunity Act, helping every single really help, Charlestown and Everett and Chelsea and Revere and all of the communities, not only here, but every single one across the state. We also passed the hands-free driving bill, so I hope all of you have your Bluetooth. And we are in the process of tackling some big structural problems like traffic and congestion, housing, and ensuring mental health care for all of our residents. That is clearly no joke. So the last thing that I want to do here tonight is to upset all of that goodwill on St. Patrick's Day with jokes. Who the hell am I kidding? They made me sign an NDA, so that's why I won't be making any jokes. I know. If you understand that. I'm joking. As a woman leader with ideas about how to get things done, I'm free to speak my mind as Senate President. I'm free to have bold plans to tackle some of our biggest challenges in our State House. And I'm free to endure the slings and the arrows that come from the press and the public. But one thing that a woman in Massachusetts this day is, with big ideas and big plans and big accomplishments, cannot do in 2020, apparently, is be President of the United States. Just ask my friend Liz. And we love you, Liz, and thank you for what you've done in your whole role right here. And we will be happy to have her back as our senator in Massachusetts, where strong women thrive and take care of business. Yes. Speaking of taking care of business, I hope all of you know the Senate just passed one of the most aggressive targets for carbon reduction in the nation. By 2050, we want Massachusetts to be carbon neutral. That would propel us to be first in the nation, being carbon neutral. It's really ambitious and it'll take a lot of hard work to get there, but don't worry about it. Speaker DeLeo has assured me, he's personally assured me, that he will stay in office till 2050 to make sure that we reach our goals. That's the kind of commitment I love to see. So all joking aside, I hope you all realize and know that this year is the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. So many strong, gutsy, and funny women who fought to get us that right to vote, and with it, the gumption to run for president a century later. These women would have loved the opportunity to be up here tonight and speak their minds and poke fun at people in power, especially the men. So you guys should be grateful that I'm here and not them tonight. We must remember that women haven't had access to power for all that long. It was a time, believe it or not, and not all that long ago, when women weren't even allowed on the floor of the Senate. And today we are leading it. So we owe all of the women before us a big debt of gratitude to our suffragette foremothers, and we owe our thanks to the women who continue to make cracks in that final glass of ceiling, whether it be this year in the election, all of them or before. And I'll end with our dear friend Abigail Adams, what she would have wanted. Let's all do well to remember the ladies. And I'd like to add to remember the men who support them too. Thank you for having me here tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Senate President Karen Spooker, everybody. And her words ring true, because look who is sitting at the head table right now. All women, all the men are sitting in the back. Before I bring up our next speaker, I also want to introduce the new superintendent of schools in the city of Everett, Priya Tahiliani. And our new superintendent of schools in the city of Chelsea, Naomi Abieta. Again, two strong women leading our school departments. And I also want to introduce Leslie Phillips, our state committeewoman for the Middlesex County District, and a big win recently on March 3rd. Congratulations, Leslie. And next we have one of our rising stars in the state of Massachusetts. Shh. Wow, let me take you all home, me. That's pretty easy. Wish my kid listened to much as you listen to that. One of our rising stars in the state of Massachusetts, when she came here her first year, I don't want to give too much, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you right now, Lydia, but her first year at this event, she brought the house down. She challenged Danny Ryan and myself to a push-up contest, and we declined because we knew she'd beat us. It would have been good for the event, though. I should have done it. I thought about it afterwards. We should have done it on the middle floor. But she brought, what is it? It's not, no, it's okay. She said, Mara said it's not too late. No, it is too late. But she has been a great friend of ours. She is the district council for Charlestown, East Boston, and North End. And she has been a rising star, but also a great person, a great advocate for homelessness, great advocate for education for our seniors, for our children. My good friend, Councilor Lydia Edwards.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay. Brought the house down because, well, it wasn't that hard. The standard was kind of low. No offense. I mean, I'm happy that we're all here. It's wonderful. We're in the middle of a health crisis. Great time to plan a huge dinner for all of us to come together. Family style, touching each other's plates, hugging, kissing, all that wonderful stuff. Good job, Sal. Good job. Good job. I just want to thank everyone here tonight. I do want to get my classy comments out of the way. Then I'll try and be a little bit, racy. Not like I was last year. And then I'll come back to being classy again and make fun of the mayor. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Classy comments right now. I just want to say thank you so much to Lisa. I have had the pleasure of being her city councilor and seeing her literally at every single meeting, every single parade, every single time. When I've gone to the Harbor Kent to watch her work with those kids, she is magical, and it's because your heart speaks before anything else, and people see the real recognizes real, Lisa. And I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for Charles. Thank you for that incredibly intelligent, cogent speech where you broke down all the things that you're doing and talked about how practical you are and everything that you're doing in this Senate as a powerful woman. So I just have to say, don't ever run for president. I have to say it, I'm sorry. But at the same time, I want to acknowledge, because we're amongst family now. You guys have been good to me. Last year, I went through this whole divorce, whatnot. I just want to say thank you to all of you who stood with me, because together we all acknowledged we're all DTF. We did. We're all doing totally fine, you dirty-minded. We're doing just fine as a community, and I want to say thank you so much. But, I mean, I've come a long way since then. I have a new love in my life. He's both Irish and Italian, kind of like my district. And it's awesome. So it's great. He's got the Irish wit, and he's Italian where it counts. This is why you all should go to confession. He's Italian where it counts in the kitchen. He's a good cook. Confession, Anyway, so today is International Women's Day. We're celebrating all over the place. I want to acknowledge that, honestly. But part of celebrating International Women's Day is really, I want to acknowledge the guys in my life who've inspired me. Those in politics, those who work with me on a regular basis. They inspired me to do so many different things. We'll start with you, Sal. You inspired me to reach for the stars. Well, I reach for the stars, you reach for the top of the fridge. I think one day you'll see there's cookies there. There's a lot of good stuff at the top of the fridge. Okay. I really thought long and hard. I was like, how does Danny inspire me? I'm still thinking, how does Danny inspire me? And I was like, he inspires me to do absolutely nothing. You guys are so mean. To relax, to enjoy my time and meditate, that's something that inspires me to do those things. To pause, not do nothing. But honestly, I have to speak to Danny's heart. I don't know if you saw recently, I got in a fight with LA City Council. They passed a resolution. I don't know if you saw it, they really did. The LA City Council passed a resolution saying they wanted the MLB to take away our championship. They did, and give it to the Dodgers. So they passed that, calling on them to do that. So I come back and I say, from our cold dead hands. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? I represent Charlestown. How could I not? How could I not? Right? I said, cool, we're in a fight, LA. We're in a fight. They may be like, 50 times bigger than us. Right? We're in a fight. And I have to say, honestly, of all the people up here, there's one person who probably come in that fight with me right away. That's Dan Ryan. Dan Ryan is in that fight. Problem is, Dan Ryan would probably stay in the fight. A long time before we pull him out of that fight. But it's okay, because it's not like you're going to get arrested. Rachel Rollins is our DA, so you'll be okay. I love her, so she can take it. And I have to say, honestly, of all the people that I work with, I have 2 Italian senators, and, I have to say, with Joe B., he does the Italian goodbye better than anybody else. Where is he? Oh, there you are. There you are. Yeah, no, honestly, we call it the Bon Corey bounce. You'll turn around, he's gone in a second. But you're still here, so it ruined the joke. Still here. You said you were in and out, so I was going to look to here. My other jokes, honestly, were really good, but man, the mayor's not here right now, so we're going to have to make fun of him in his absence. I would love to make fun of my friends at the Chelsea City Council, but you have to be a full-time politician for me to make fun of.
I love it.
Sorry. Not sorry. I worked really hard. No. But I have to say, talking about inspiring men, Mayor of Boston has inspired me in many ways. Actually, last year I called him on International Women's Day a MILF. Mayor I'd like to fight with for social justice and equality, okay? Again, I don't know about this audience. They're too, I don't know, Sal. But honestly, he's been really good to me. We actually dance together. Did you know that? He's been teaching me some dance moves. No? Well, since he's not here, I'll just tell you what they are. Basically, it's like 3-4 steps, right? He said, whenever you're in a room, you'll see activists over there, slide to the left. You see the police over there, slide to the right. Unpopular opinion, reverse. Reverse. Michelle Wu, crisscross over to the street. Michelle Wu's like, yeah, crisscross is not going to pass. No, those are some basic moves. It's called the Walshy Waltz, or whatever you want to call it. Either way, there's some good moves. I mean, I'm telling you, he inspires me in so many different ways. But most importantly, I have to say, I've decided I'm going to present him with an award tonight, because there's no man I know, including the guys that I get to work with, I'm going to take that off, including the guys that I work with on a regular basis, that is more deserving of this award. I actually made a special award for the mayor tonight. And that award is the Most Secure Man Award. I got a picture to explain why.
Oh, no.
All right. He's the Most Secure Man Award because, well, if you'll turn around, you'll see I outlifted him recently. In high heels and a summer dress. With my weak arm. And he stood there in awe. As you can see, he stood there in awe while I did it. So today am going to present this. I was going to present it to him. I was going to autograph it for him. Acknowledging that he has to be the most secure man I know. So thank you so much for indulging with me in my little storytelling. Happy St. Patty's.
Great job, Lydia. Great job. So I have to address a couple of things that she said in her little presentation there. Now I know why the mayor's not here tonight, because of her. He did confirm that he got wind that you were going after him, so now I know why he's making up this coronavirus thing that he's doing right now. And I love my friends in Chelsea City Council. You are the best. I love you all. And before I think next week, I want to thank the Knights of Columbus Hall and Tom Cunha. They donate this hall for this event every single year for our foundation. Thank you, Tom, and Knights of Columbus, for your support. And next up we have our good friend who handles the money in the state. If you scratch a ticket and you lose, you can blame her. If you scratch a ticket and win, you take the money. But my good friend, the person who is really one of the funniest people I know, one of the, I'm building you up here, Deb, building you up. One of the funniest people I know, but also one of the nicest people that I know. Someone who really cares about people and cares about people in this Commonwealth. My good friend and your state treasurer, Deb Goldberg.
Lydia, I had to be after you. Lydia, oh, have you seen Lydia? Oh, thanks a lot. And Sal said he was my good friend, and he put me after Lydia Edwards. So, well, since I'm your treasurer, I guess I should probably try to do some money jokes then this year. And if you don't laugh, you don't get the Powerball number tonight, and none of your scratchies come in. So there you go. That's a message. So here we go. Are you ready? Okay. How do dinosaurs pay their bills with Tyrannosaurus checks? Come on. Remember those scratch tickets? If time is money, are ATMs time machines? Come on, Michael. My husband's over there. Come on, laugh. Or you'll get it on the way home. When does it rain money? When there is change in the air. What do you do when you cross a sorceress with a millionaire? A very rich person. Why is money called dough? Anybody? Because we all need it. At least I'm getting groans. That's better than silence. What do you call her when you lend money to a bison? Buffalo. What did... Wait. All right, Joel. Take care of Michael over there. He's walking home.
I said he's going out the couch.
He's already there. He's going to the basement. What did the duck say after he went shopping? Put it on my bill. And now here's a thank you, Lisa. This is why everybody loves Lisa. Lisa, I love you. And by the way, I'll get you the Powerball number to see me on the way out. And now here's a little financial advice. Never borrow money from a leprechaun. They're always a little too short. Right, Sal? And always cherish good friends because like a four-leaf clover, they're super hard to find. And Sal, honestly, we all cherish you. And we all cherish everyone here in this room. So I'm going to leave you with a special Irish blessing. Lucky stars above you. Sunshine on your way. Many friends to love you. Joy in work and play. Laughter to outweigh each care. In your heart a song. And gladness waiting everywhere. All your whole life long. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Erin Goldberg.
Our treasurer, Deb Goldberg. Let's give it Deb Goldberg. And our next, this is a very, very important part of our night. May I have your attention, please? So every year we honor an individual who gives back to our community. Someone who is really not noticed a lot, but always goes forward and always puts their best foot forward for everyone else and puts themselves second. And in this year we talked about who this recipient should be. We thought of one person. And Lisa McGough Collins from Charlestown is that person. When I first came into Charlestown in 2010 as a candidate for Senate, Lisa was one of the first people that I met. And I quickly found out you only really need Lisa in Charlestown. She knew everybody. They love her. Kids, seniors, the Charlestown Mothers Association, which is a very important group to know. Lisa was always the person they came to talk to, the person that they wanted to ask advice for, and the person who always stepped up and always helped everybody else. Lisa never looks for any pat in the back. She never looks for any recognition. And if you want to know the truth, every single year, she's actually serving us at this event. And we told her, you're not serving this year. You're being honored for all the good work that you do for the residents of Charlestown and our community. And for our kids. So Lisa is, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Lisa is one of the best friends to all the kids at Kent School, Harvey Kent School. Some other schools get a lot of attention, but the Harvey Kent School, the shining star is Lisa McGough Collins. So I want to thank Lisa for all that. And I want to thank all of you for also making sure that Lisa was recognized tonight. So thank you, Lisa. Why don't you come up here? We're going to give you an award. We have our Golden Shamrock Award recipient, Lisa McGough Collins. She said, oh, that's a pretty one. So let me read this. So DiDomenico Foundation Golden Shamrock Award presented to Lisa McGough Collins. In recognition of your many contributions to your beloved Charlestown community. You are always willing to help others and you never hesitate when work has to get done. You never look for any accolades and your only mission is to lift up your community and make it shine. You are the pride of Charlestown. And DiDomenico Foundation is proud to honor you with this award this evening. Given March 6, 2020 in her own beloved Charlestown. Congratulations, Lisa. In typical Lisa fashion, she does not want to say anything. She just does the work. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. It's an honor to honor you. Before you all sit down, stay standing. I want you to pull out in your program book. There is a sheet of paper. It says my hometown. The green sheet of paper, my hometown. Declan, you ready, Declan? The sheet. Everybody pull out your sheet. And when we sing your part of the song, I want the Charlestown people, the Everett, the Chelsea, the Austin Bright, the Cambridge folks, sing loud. We're gonna. Everybody at the head table, almost come on up here. Come on up here. Everybody, Lydia, Laura, Deb, come on up here. Karen. Will, you ready, Declan? Yep. Okay, everybody ready? We're gonna sing My Hometown. The whole room's gonna sing. You ready? Here we go.
I was born on Green Street, raised up on High Street. Charlestown is my hometown. There's something about it, permit me to shout. Can see town for miles around. We got townies and toonies, Amarillo and toonies, people from all around town. They will take you, they'll break you, but they'll never forsake you. Charlestown is my hometown. I was born down on Main Street, raised up on Elm Street. Everett is my hometown. There's something about it, the crimson tide shouting, we're the best from miles around. We have McKinnons and Aiken, Everett wins again, champions throughout our town. They'll take you and they'll bring you, but they'll never forsake you. Everett is my hometown. Let's hear it, Cambridge. Born out of 1st Street, raised up on 3rd Street. Cambridge is my hometown. There's something about it, our scientists shine. We're #1 for miles around. We
loving child. Market basket